have here a little acrylic housing and a bunch of LED strips hooked up with a flex board to an ESP32S3 dev board. So it's a kit that we want to sell. It's going on Tindy. And it's a daughter board kit. It's great fun, and it's definitely running MicroPython. Otherwise, I don't know why I'd be pitching here. The idea is we now have individually addressable LEDs. They work very well. If you think about old EQs, they were all done with single LEDs, single color LEDs. So now we can do much more dynamic, much more interesting multicolor, and it's really burning out there. Much more dynamic spectrogram visualizations. And this is kind of obsolete because you can get a much higher resolution version on your phone, but it's just kind of fun, and it's cool to think you can have a low power computer with a display element, which is kind of a bit more modern.
And I don't want to put my phone with that up on my desk all day, but having that just sitting there showing me the spectrogram all day.
It's been giving me a migraine on one eye because it's on one side of my computer and it's so much brighter when I'm working at night.
So we need two as well.
Yeah. It's also got capacitive touch menu, so I can toggle it. And I'm in a few different dialogues for brightness. If I give it a moment, it'll start increasing and accelerating, so it'll become a lot brighter. It's already way too bright for the display there, but anyway. I've toggled the menu off, bring the brightness back down. Sorry for the folks that can't see. And different submodes. So I've mapped all the pixels to musical notes. So you've got low to high, different colors, and each point on the menu is an octave. So you can increase the resolution by seeing less notes. And you can also go to the next submode and you can pan. So you can go and try find like a whistle. So there it is. So that's that. You can pan like that. Every time that I've shown it in a pub situation, it's been way too loud, way too bright, and also overwhelmed. It's been completely overwhelmed with sound, so I've now programmed in the ability to choose which decibel windows are being mapped to which colors. So you can make it more or less sensitive. You can make it sensitive to quieter frequencies or louder frequencies. That's cool. And a mode that I haven't built out yet over here, excuse me, would be for selecting hues. So you can display different color maps. And this might crash it, but there's another mode which displays each musical note as a color. So if you played a D sharp, it would always come up as the same color. That's the idea. So it's like a hobbyist kit. It's something we want to sell and ship around, and it's open source as well, which is cool. And it's thanks to MicroPython as the brains, and thanks to Brainstorm, which is Roman, and Gus as well, who helped variously with the code. So yeah, any questions?
What is it, like what, I don't know, libraries and stuff does it do for processing all of
that? So it's a custom binary which is running ULabs to get kind of NumPy-like functionality.
Okay, yeah, because then I was going to ask too as a follow-up, like, are you doing that analysis in MicroPython? But yeah, I gather not, because that would be a lot, right? Like the actual, you know, as it
waveform.
Yeah, making the spectrum analysis.
Yeah,
it's all running in MicroPython. So it's got ULab, which is running the FFT, which spits out an array that I then parse. That took a while. I had to pre-compute some boundaries because if I was dynamically recalculating them each time, it was a huge lag. So a little file in there, which has got the windows for from A sharp to G for one resolution, or from C to C is another one. I'm obviously glossing over a lot of detail and missing things. And then there's like NeoPixels, NeoPixel library as well.
Nice.
Cool.
That's the idea.
No, it's very performant for what it's doing.
And that I definitely required help with. It's also async as well. That was
nice.
definitely required.
Yeah.
I think I'm still fighting it. I don't understand it completely. Yeah.
Step 1, get it working. Step 2,
That's right.
worry about how it works.
Some people would argue with that methodology, but anyway, besides the point. Okay, that's me. Have I bought enough time, Matt?
No, not at all. But
Okay.
we'll make
I'm still here. I'm here all night.
You could have been here for hours and that would be really
yeah,
Okay.
that's not very too much.
Yeah, accurately.
Sorry?
If it is good at note detection accurately,
Yeah.
make like a guitar tuner.
Yeah, I was thinking
do.
that too, actually. Yeah, it would be pretty
It's
cool.
reasonably good. Well, I don't have my bass here. I've got a frequency generator on my phone, so we can demonstrate that way if you're interested. So this is a demo now.
Just do a sweep, 440A or something.
I'll have to go and find it. It's not a free pad. I can choose musical notes here. 440A, right there. And there's some things that I can try and illustrate.
Just tilt the camera down slightly.
Oh. Well, it's completely blown out. Maybe it's the camera lens is dirty? No. It's got a smudge. This is very entertaining. It doesn't look that bright in person. So
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
I was going to say, it should be stated that this is not representative of the experience we're having in person.
One,
Too
two,
small,
three,
so
four.
there's-
Just putting a
It's
feature.
already over. So that's A4.
Hello, Daniel.
May I suggest
go
putting
A3.
a feature on it to diffuse the
Just
light?
drop down an octave.
Nope,
So go A2, which we might not be
So
able to
whoever it
hear.
was, if you could type it in, it'd be really helpful.
I can't find a way to type it.
That's A2. And then if I walked up the notes, you would see that there's a binning effect going on at the moment. I'll start with A3 because that way it won't be obnoxious. A3.
Yes.
Vaguely.
Thank you.
Try
You might
putting
be better off on
on the LED.
Putting something over it. Like
Oh, I
like
see.
paper.
Could do. Yep.
Well, here's some pieces of paper that will work. Oh, that actually looks quite nice. But it's still blown out.
Hasn't helped, but that also.
That's a nice diffuser, though. I'm going to have to remember that. Maybe I'll take a photograph.
We'll put some photos in the Discord.
There we go. We might have a bit of some smoky.
It's
there.
going to strip out the colors quite a lot, but we might still get our point across.
You get
All of the
reflection
other
of
colours that are outside of it, they're
the
under
reflection from the ceiling.
Another trick you can try
Really
is
messing with it.
phone flash pointing to the camera, so that'll be much brighter than that, and then adjust to that.
You've got to figure out your audio setup. Maybe if you just switch to your laptop. Just for the people in the room, I'll illustrate the sweep. So I started on A3. I have to go back to the app. Don't let me indulge too much. Anyway, if I go B, so after 6 notes, it's gone up to the next one because of the resolution that I have selected. So I can actually pan. Hang on, I need 2 hands. Oh.
The whole binning thing might not be accurate enough for guitar tuning.
Well, if you go all the way down to 12, I don't think it's the best tool for being a guitar tuner. You've got dedicated electronics for that. But if I go down again, now it should jump over a bit more frequently.
Yeah, that's really neat.
There we go.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Very cool.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, like if it was you know, like acid etched or something just lightly on the top there or something like that. Sandy, I suppose. would be-
Japanese washi paper situation. You know, you could really get crazy with it.
It's crazy.
But yeah, the
Okay.
color is going to be all stripped out. It's a green acrylic.
Mm.
Try this. This is
You just have to trust us, folks. It looks great.
Turns out difficult to capture with a webcam.
It's not the first time. I once was at a party and they had little blue LEDs strung up everywhere, and it interacted with the camera sensor and really blew it out.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Have we got enough time now?
Yeah, I can probably do something
Okay.
vaguely useful.
So, thank you for listening.